I hope Kenyans can remember those photos. That was Rigathi Gachagua last year at a meeting with top security bosses. It was during the opposition's demonstrations. And Rigathi's sole business was to coordinate those police officers on how to deal with opposition protesters. And he used to get to his office very early in the morning and just planning on how to deal with the opposition supporters and more so Raila Odinga. And we still remember that man in a checked shirt. He was seen as the face of rogue police officers during the demonstrations. And we also remember that incident at Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands farm. Police officers were told not to interfere with those goons. And the command or that direction came from senior government officials in Kenya Kwanza government. Fingers are being pointed towards Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua is now saying his life is in danger. William Ruto wants to eliminate him. How fast things change. I want us to listen to Rigathi Gachagua, but let me say this before we listen to Rigathi. It appears karma nowadays is very fast. Revenge comes very, very fast. So to Kenyans, not only those in politics, but even if you are in a position of authority, whether in an organization, at the family level, or whichever position you hold, be just and kind to others. If you are a supervisor in any organization, be just and kind to your juniors. Don't oppress them because tables can change. Tables can change. To husbands, be just, kind and firm to your family, your wife and your children. To the wives, be just and kind to your husband and to your children. You never know tomorrow. Rigathi Gachagua's case is a perfect example on how tables can change. Just last year, Rigathi was very powerful. Right now, he's saying his life is in danger. Let's listen to Rigathi Gachagua.
Rigathi Gachagua and his family feel very exposed because these people have tried to kill us before. They have now tried to get us out of office. So I asked President William Ruto, my brother, I helped you to be president. Leave me alone. Leave my children alone. Do whatever you want, but let me live. Let me look after my children. You can do whatever you want with the country, but allow me to live. Because I was there for you when you needed somebody to be there for you. When you were in trouble and you needed a man who could stand with you, I stood with you, with my family. You have paid us in kind by being so cruel and vicious against us. We are simple people. We are a very small family. Let us be.
That's Rigathi Gachagua. And he went further to claim some attempts on his life. Listen to this again.
I think it's very important, but finally I want to tell the people of Kenya that I don't feel safe. And for the first time, let me say that on 30th of August in Kisumu, undercover security agents entered my room in Kisumu and bagged it, and one of them tried to poison my food. But we detected it, and we were able to escape the scheme. I was supposed to be killed through poisoning. On 3rd of September, in Nyeri, another team from the National Intelligence Service came to Nyeri and tried to poison food that was meant for me and Kikuyu Council of Elders. I did report this matter to the National Intelligence Service, and the officers who were assigned to my office, I asked them to leave because I felt I was not safe. After the 2 attempts to assassinate me through food poisoning failed, it is when this impeachment motion was hatched. When my security was withdrawn here, officers from the National Intelligence Service have been hovering in every room, in every compound here.
Yes. Let's put all that into perspective for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. That's how fast things do change in life. Rigathi danced himself lame before the real dance. Now that the dance is just starting, he has no energy to continue dancing. He's crying out for help that Ruto wants to destroy him. In politics, don't be too much of a sycophant. Rigathi was too sycophantic. Praising William Ruto when mfalme wetu, Rigathi was going the extreme. And I think William Ruto saw his sycophancy as too dangerous for him as Ruto. Obeying your boss does not mean you become too much of a sycophant. Your sycophancy can indeed scare your boss. The boss can see you as having some ill motives on him or her. So as you obey your bosses, don't overdo it. Rigathi overdid it. Calling William Ruto wewe ndio mfalme wetu, all such kinds of things. Rigathi is seriously trying to look for sympathy, but he might not succeed in getting that sympathy in the long run. Right now, he might succeed in getting that sympathy, but as reality dawns on Kenyans that Rigathi will no longer be the deputy president, in the event Kithure Kindiki is sworn in as the deputy president, Kenyans will forget about Rigathi Gachagua. The mountain will start rallying around Kithure Kindiki. And before Kenyans understand, Rigathi will be long forgotten. That's how Kenyans are. So Rigathi might not even make a comeback politically because each passing day, new leaders emerge. I've been very consistent here, saying that if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, he will die politically. But I'm seeing some people, they have not yet understood that. They are still saying that Rigathi will walk away with the mountain vote. The mountain vote will dump Rigathi Gachagua. The mountain will have no business with a person who cannot contest or hold any public office. Why must the mountain support that kind of a person? Somebody who cannot even contest. They will dump him. Power do attracts. Rigathi has been attracting support because he was holding that post of the deputy president, the senior most politician on the mountain. With the new deputy president, the mountain will go to that new deputy president. So Rigathi is done. And to Kalonzo Musyoka, Kalonzo is also getting it very wrong. Even if Kalonzo Musyoka was positioning himself to reap from the spoils, to attract Rigathi Gachagua's supporters, he's doing it completely wrong. He's coming out as an opportunistic politician. Yes. In fact, Kalonzo is now weeping more than the bereaved. Look what his senators did in the Senate. Look at what Kalonzo has been doing. Kalonzo is even whipping more than mountain leaders. That might backfire on Kalonzo Musyoka because Rigathi Gachagua supporters can now see Kalonzo is just interested in their votes. If you've studied the mountain very well, the mountain don't want somebody who is too good to them. They want somebody who is pinching their ears. And that's why William Ruto is winning the mountain vote. Ruto has not been very good to the mountain, but the mountain still voted for him. And even right now, with all this that is happening, Mount Kenya East is already fully behind Kithure and William Ruto. Raila has been trying to be very good to the mountain, but the mountain has been seeing that as a weakness, as a sign of a danger. Kalonzo should not project himself as being too sympathetic, being too good to the mountain. They will not vote for him. They'll see that as a sign of weakness, and they'll rather even vote for somebody else, but not Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo ought to have actually sat on the fence in this war going on. He ought to be observing things from the fence, not involving himself that strongly. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya for the first time, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.